this mindset shift really led me to true abundance with women. And it's such a crazy thing because back then, like a few years ago, I'm talking like 4 or 5 years ago, I was having 20, 30 approaches a day, right? I was meeting 20 to 30 women a day. I was having around 4 to 5 dates a week, and I was having sex maybe once a week with a new woman. Yet I was not abandoned. And I want to share with you the story that led me to this crazy insight. I was basically in Prague, walking in the street, and suddenly I met this Vietnamese woman. She was really beautiful. We had a great conversation, a little bit of connection at the beginning. It was really good. And I take her number. And this is my usual routine, you know. I mean, I'm going out every day, meeting women every day, you know, so for me it was easy to get numbers. We have a date, and as the date starts, there is this crazy sexual chemistry with this Vietnamese woman. It's going really, really well. Like, I am loving it, she's loving it, we're enjoying our date, we're in the bar, we're having fun, I'm flirting with her, she's flirting with me back. It's all good, it's all going really well. And then, because it's going so well, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna invite her home. I invite her home and she says yes. She's okay with it. And as we arrive in my place, things became very different. She becomes resistant. She's not okay with the flirting anymore. Everything is just so weird for me at this point because I'm like, what the fuck just happened? I was having an amazing date with this woman and now we're in my place and everything changed. And I remember, instead of just relaxing and trying to understand what's actually happening, I pushed through. I went for the kiss, I was caressing her neck, pulling her hair, and I even gave her a massage. And, you know, she didn't like it, obviously. She didn't like it at all. And she decided to leave my place. And I was feeling terrible. I was feeling lonely, I was feeling a little bit depressed because I failed. I failed again, you know. I was having all these approaches in my pockets, but nothing was really coming, or sometime it was coming, right? I was having a little bit of result. And I was like, again, god damn it. I'm having a good date, we go to my place, and I fuck it up, you know. And I was really pissed at myself. Now, there's something really interesting that happened. A year and a half later, I come back to Prague, right? And who texts me? The same exact woman. For whatever reason. Still to this day, I don't know why she texted me at that time. I really didn't know. But I decided to see her again. And in my mind, I was like, how is this possible? I thought she would never see me again because I fucked up completely. We go for a cafe. We start talking. It's all going really well. And then she looks at me and she tells me, you have changed. Oh my God, you have changed. And inside of me, I smiled because I knew why, and I'll tell you why later. I replied to her, what do you think has changed? And she tells me, well, you don't need anything from me anymore. I don't feel any pressure. I just see someone that is relaxed, content within himself, confident, just chill. And obviously, after this cafe, we had a really beautiful sexual experience together. Now, what happened between that first date where I fucked up to having this cafe and having a beautiful sexual experience with this Vietnamese woman? Well, back then, I was having this bulldozer approach, you know. I was approaching like crazy, taking action like a motherfucker. I was having some dates, you know, it was fun. I had a lot of dates. And actually my main focus was to meet women, nothing else, you know. And I was having sex from time to time, but it was not really efficient. And that's because I didn't do any internal work back then, you know. I was just focusing on like bulldozer approaching, trying to be masculine, using a little bit of technical game, like some routines, some techniques, you know. And sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't work. What happened during this 1 year and a half is I started to do the work. I started to work on my internal issues, my insecurities, my fears. I started to meditate. I started to practice shadow work. I started to practice trauma work. I started to really love myself. like really truly love myself, right? And because I did this kind of work, my whole vibe changed. I became truly, really confident. Not the fake confident, like, I'm gonna try till I make it. No, 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 no. It was real grounded confidence. I was not trying to prove anything. I was not trying anything. I was just being myself. And because I did the work internally to solve the patterns that were toxic, that were sabotaging the dates, to solve my neediness that was turning off women, to solve my lack of boundaries, all of this stuff, I started to really work internally to solve them, to clean them up. And funny enough, everything changed. And what's even more crazy about this is that I was meeting less women, I was having less dates, but I was much more efficient. Like, if I would have a date, there was a big chance that we would have sex, and also we would feel a deeper connection with each other. And this led me to this crazy realization. Abundance is actually not about having a lot of women around you. It's not. I had a lot of women around me, yet nothing was really happening. And a year and a half later, after really doing the internal work to become really confident, truly confident, right? Building natural masculine energy within myself and becoming truly attractive, without having so many women around me, I was abundant. Because abundance is an energy that arises within yourself. It has nothing to do with having tons of women around you. In fact, you can have tons of women around you, you can have tons of dates, sometimes have sex, and still feel needy, still feel not good enough, still feel like you're not really confident, still feel like, fuck, I have to fake something in order to get women. And then when the mask is off, what happens, Rejection. This realization changed everything for me because I didn't have to meet tons of women. And for someone that really cares about his purpose, for me, my purpose is the biggest thing, right? It made a lot of sense. I didn't want to spend my whole life meeting women. I also have to focus on my health, mental health and physical health, going to the gym, practicing yoga. I could not spend hours and hours meeting women. I had to be more effective. And when I learned to be truly abundant within myself, it changed absolutely everything. Thank you for watching this little video. I really appreciate you watching till the end right now. If you want to support me, make sure to like this video, subscribe to this YouTube channel if you haven't done it. And I see you when I see you, my brother.